Okay, so while we're here, Julian,
Yep.
it would be good to get the other 64s, so the Scamel Wrecker, one of the Dragsters, Fire Chief, and one of the Bulldozers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter which one. So
there's your Wrecker,
yeah,
Slingshot Dragster.
yeah,
Oh, it'll have to be that Bulldozer. I can't stretch any further.
and the Fire Chief, yeah.
Fire Chief car.
So I'll pop that there. But do the time frame.
Oh, right, okay.
There we are.
Oh, I'm with you now. I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
I've got you.
Yeah, you got what to do. Okay. So again, for the Matchbox people, look, we're going over the same old ground.
Yeah, we'll apologise.
Yeah,
we will apologise.
If you are thinking of getting into Matchbox, okay, it's just a quick insight to what my collection's about and what a lot of people are looking for. Okay, this model here.
It's okay, Graham. You carry on.
Okay.
I'm just popping them so they look a little bit more attractive.
This shows the complete time frame of over 20 years of the number 64. We spoke about the MG. We spoke about the wonderful Ron Jobson model.
Yeah.
But if we go back in time, the first 64 ever made was the breakdown truck.
That's right.
This is a 64A.
Yeah.
Okay? And we call that a 64A.
We do.
We do. Okay? So you'll see here being first issue in the D-style box.
Mm-hmm.
The D-style box being distinctive because it's got Matchbox series in a curve across the top. As we progress, they delete this model.
Eventually
they delete it. They delete it in around 64.
That's right.
65.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they start working on the next 64, which, no surprise, 64B, as we know this. And again, Matchbox collectors know this is a 64B. We've explained...
Sorry, I was just going to interrupt. And again, that's one of the first Type E3 boxes.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay, we haven't spoke about variations of E boxes because there are 4 types of E boxes. Some have pictures on the end flaps in one or two arrangements, and some don't. Some have text, and some have a little line drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is an E1, E2, E3, E4.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going through, and the MG had quite a long production run.
It did.
Longer than the average model. It was a successful model. It was a popular British car on the day, or sorry, the Austin version of it was essentially the same thing.
It was a common
car. It was a common vehicle.
BMC.
Yeah, so every kid in the 60s and 70s, if you had a Matchbox toy, you had one of those, didn't you?
You did.
You did. You just did.
Because your dad had one,
exactly,
your uncle had one, the next door neighbour had one.
It was good subject matter.
Yeah.
This is where Leslie Matchbox got it right.
Didn't they?
Their sales figures for that model was phenomenal. So you go sort of 65, 66. We've explained about the transitional, the progression of artwork with the F and F superfast and into the G. We didn't go further than that because this ceases around 71.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, and then we get all 70s glam. Okay,
Just like Graham.
just like me. This is my favourite period. It really is. The loud, brash 70s, glam rock. Here we go, big engine, dragsters, because it's my childhood. I went drag racing as a kid.
This is you all.
This is me.
Graham.
This is me, and I still love it today. I love custom cars. I like big engine things. I like noise. I like loud music. I'm brash, I'm loud, and I'm proud. Okay.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That's me. And anybody that knows me knows that's me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is my personal favourite of era. Okay, is the early 70s stuff. But then we're into 64C. Okay, so you've got A, B, C. Then we're getting into 75.
Yeah, that's right.
64D, and lastly Bulldozer 64E. And again, we can look at the progression of artwork. This is what we call a J-type box. This is an L-type box.
Yeah.
Now, there is an interim K box, but the models don't exist in that box, and that's another story.
Isn't it?
It is, because certain models appear in certain boxes. Some do, some don't.
That's
and that's another can of worms.
Another YouTube.
That really is. But again, it's just an insight for the people that don't know about Matchbox toys, or don't know me, or don't know my collection. That is what my collection is about, is going from the first issue model to the last, showing that progression through the transitional years. And the transitional years, guys, is the most fascinating area. It is unbelievably full of interesting models that should but shouldn't and do but don't. Absolutely amazing.
The boxes are changing rapidly, the models are changing rapidly, wheels are changing rapidly.
Exactly. Now, you've seen there pretty much my full array of MGs. There is another variation of the Scammell Rec truck. There's several variations of the dragster, which you know, show you at another time. They're over there, okay. There's only really one version of that to talk about, and there's 3 or 4 bulldozers. Okay, we haven't got them all out, but that's just show you from 64A, 64E. Okay. Now, doesn't necessarily mean there's 5 models, because it's not just 5 from 61 to 82. You know, we could go be into 7, 8, 9 models.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's because this 64, the MG had such a long production run.
Yeah, this was a popular model.
Yeah,
just like the Scammell.
Yeah. Well, that was a Moco.
That's right. Yeah.
This started as a Moco in 56.
Yeah.
56.
So we end up on the regular wheel period before we change to superfast.
Yeah.
Regular wheels for model number 64. There's only 2.
Yeah. That's it.
Only 2.
56 to 1969, sorry, 1970, 72, 2 models. Sorry, 56 to 72, 2 models. So 2 very long production runs on 2 very popular models. You'll find there's other ranges, okay, where there's a lot more.
There's another number. I'm trying to pick one out desperately where we have them all here, because obviously we haven't got the early Moco ones, have we?
No.
But you know, you've got, what have we got? You can never find them, ladies and gentlemen, when you're trying to find them. But if we have a look at the, I know you haven't got them, Graham.
I know.
We've only got here 1C, 1D, 1E.
Yeah.
1F.
Yeah,
but we're into super fast by then.
Yeah.
So we've got another 2 road rollers prior to that one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5
regular wheel models compared
precisely
to 2.
to 2.
Exactly. Exactly that. Now, whether whether they weren't popular models or not, we don't really know.
Well, I think here we are at number 1.
Yeah.
So we've gone back in time to 1953.
Yeah.
Here we're at model number 64, and they finished at 75. Remember, they capped the range at 75 models. So here we are. What is it? 1958. This one comes out. Am I right, or is it 50?
Yeah, I thought. It can't be 56. Yeah, 57, 58.
57, 58.
But it's in the B2 box. The first one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So 57-ish.
57-ish.
Yeah.
Haven't got my Stannard looking for.
No,
haven't got the Bible.
But it's around that time. It's around. You know, it's.
And obviously the models increased in size. I know we haven't got them here, but if you collect, you'll know this. And if not, you can obviously Google that or have a look through our website. You'll see that 1A, 1B. Prior to getting to 1C here, they're smaller models. So,
they are.
So Matchbox are actually increasing in the size and increasing the value of their models quite rapidly.
Hence bigger boxes.
Hence the bigger boxes. That's right. Yeah. So we're kind of at a period where they've kind of got to their optimum size as far as the company is concerned. So, and the precision die casting had improved over time as well with Jack O'Dell. So the machines could actually run for longer and produce more castings. So chances are that's the reason there's only 2 in there.
Well, interestingly, I mean, we hit over there, but number 4, this is a 4C.
Yeah, sorry, I should.
It's right there.
Right under the nose.
It's right there, isn't it? It's right there.
So, keep me right, Graham. I know nothing about
this is the first number 4 in my collection. The lovely, beautiful Triumph motorcycle.
What a cracking!
Oh, that's a beautiful piece, and what a motorcycle! What a motorcycle!
Yeah, and if you have one of these at home, just take a moment to have a look at how crisp these castings are. You know, the amount of detail. When were these first done, Graham? 1960?
Yeah,
1960.
60, yeah.
The amount of fine detail around the engine, the registration number,
Yeah.
Even the wire wheels. And remember, these were just pocket
This
money
is
toys.
60 years ago.
I know.
Over
They
60
can't do
years
that
ago.
today.
I'll tell you, if we're talking about castings very quickly, it's worth showing folks at home, as we say, a 35 horse box, the detailing on that. Now, that was the first model that they produced using their new injection moulding machine. So we're looking at 35.
Rather here.
Oh, it's hit right there. That's right here
on
again.
the camera.
Yeah. So this one here.
Yep.
Okay. Look at the detail. There wasn't a toy manufacturer in the world that was creating that detail, and that was the machine that Jack O'Dell designed.
That's right.
And developed.
Yeah.
The detail on that model is absolutely superb.
And that's something that Dinky Toys, on a much larger scale, couldn't replicate.
No, couldn't do. They couldn't do it. I like my Dinky Toys, but as far as the quality concerned, Matchbox knocked every manufacturer into a hat.
Yes. You've got the Lambretta scooter and motorcycle. I mean, I won't keep one. We'll carry on forever, but you know, just that Lambretta, the Lambretta script TV175.
TV175, yeah. Yeah, beautiful.
In the finest detail.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Incredible.
We could talk all day about that, but I think we need to move on, don't we?
Well, yes. Before everybody switches off at home,
All right.
I'm going to give you a scenario.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've given us all your fabulous collection to put under the hammer. That's going to be under two separate sales. First sale date, I think, is the 26th and 27th of May. But if you hadn't decided to part with the collection, and it was still, I don't know, Graham, under your bed, in the loft,
Yeah, well, it was.
in the bathroom, wherever you were storing it.
Yeah.
If the house was on fire,
Oh, I'm not going to ask me that one.
I am going to ask you. It's the old chestnut, ladies and gentlemen. If the house was on fire and you had to you could only save one, only one, probably because you couldn't remember where the hell it was. Which one would it be?
My wife. I'd have to save my wife. I think, are we not overlooking human life here?
We are. We,
Right. You didn't say that.
Okay.
Well, you did, but you know.
We're talking Matchbox toys.
Okay. I
So
know.
after you've saved the wife,
Yeah.
you've done the fireman's lift down the stairs. She's safe.
Oh, can you imagine?
She's mind back, and she's safe outside on the lawn. You've suddenly realised,
Matchbox toys.
So what would you go back in the house for?
Right.
Risk life and limb.
I think purely from a financial point of view,
Okay.
it would be the model that I paid the most amount of money for.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
think it would have to be that. Listen, I've got some lovely models.
You have.
That some of my, like those, you know, my period here of these lovely custom car dragsters, and you know, the list is end.
We won't mention this one. Which is, I think that one's my favourite. But anyway, carry on.
But this, you know, Death Race 2000. I mean, that would cut your legs off, wouldn't it? I mean, look at
David
that.
Carradine.
Yeah, yeah. That would cut your legs off of that if you got run over that. I mean, yeah. So I love all that, but financially, these you can pick up. Okay, there are some.
You can find them again.
Yeah,
find them again.
We've got a beautiful pre-production colour there. Yeah. Okay, you're not going to find that every day.
No, but the standard production.
But the standard production models like this one, you can get those. They're out there.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're talking 20, 30, 40 quid.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would have to be the model that I think is one of the rarest. This is the rarest toy.
One of one.
Yes, because that is one of one. Yeah. So that would
you'd leave that one behind.
Yes, only because with that one, which was bought over 10 years ago, I got it at a very attractive price. You know, you were there.
I know I was.
Yeah.
I underbid on it.
Yes, I know.
Underbid on. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I left it behind.
Yeah, but that's it happens. It happens.
That's auctions for you.
That's auction. So it would be the reverse colourette truck. Shall I?
Grab
that?
Interesting.
And
so
again,
that's the one you feel is the hardest to get. We'll forget about one of one unique.
For a so-called model that was, get my cup of tea out of the way. For the model that was produced,
Yeah.
we know about is
Yeah.
produced,
Yeah.
I would say is probably about the hardest one to find.
Yeah, because this is not a pre-production.
This is
As
not
lots
a
of people
pre-production
think it
model.
is.
This
No.
is a very early issue. This model is on my radar completely because should you want to grab a standard one so we can?
I will do.
Yeah, so we can just compare. And again, all you Matchbox people, you know about this. Okay, it's just for the people that are not aware. Okay,
Graham.
this is your. The thing is, going to be people watching this that are going to see that I've got one of those.
Yeah, I know. Yes,
Guys, you haven't. You've
or
got.
if you have,
Well, you're very lucky.
please ring Vectis.
Yeah, give it. Put the number on the screen. Is that where you put the number on the screen? Like those charity things.
I think we do. Yes.
You put the number going across the top. Ring this
Yeah.
number now.
Yeah.
You'll have one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are common, long production run again. Okay.
Yeah, popular model, particularly
Very
in the
popular.
States. Yeah.
Went into the super fast period.
Yeah.
There's literally millions of those made.
Yeah. Dodge
Okay.
Q farm. Yeah.
Exactly. This one here, and interestingly, if we look at box artwork, okay, you'll see the reverse colour rec truck has the matching colour box, and the later one matching colour box. With variations of boxes, but we've discussed that with those.
Yeah.
This is the one I would save, purely because it is one of, again, my favourite, because it's an extremely rare model. It matches the box art completely, okay? And I've been lucky enough to own this. As a dealer, I've never had one for sale. So in my 34 years, this is the only one. This is the one I would have to save, and that is really coming from not just a collector point of view, from a financial point of view, because I paid an awful lot of money for this piece.
But there's a reason you paid an awful lot of money for this piece, isn't there? Because provenance
Yeah,
is everything in the marketplace.
yeah.
Now, I've just rushed off there. I already know this story, by the way, but I find this fascinating. We have a photograph here of a gentleman
Yep.
sat in his executive office on his executive chair at his executive desk. Now, this is the gentleman who was the original owner of that model. Now, do you want to tell him the story, or shall I carry on?
You carry on, Julian.
Well, I do have a little note here. This guy was the chief engineer of design and safety at the Chrysler Corporation in America. And of course, Dodge, both commercial vehicles and passenger carrying vehicles, is part of Chrysler. So this was the actual original owner of the reverse colour rec truck. And it doesn't really come much better than that. It's come
Chrysler commissioned this piece.
precisely.
Okay, and basically what happened, why this is so rare, is that when Leslie done the first run, they didn't care for the colour scheme.
Yeah.
So we don't know how many he produced, but in my literally whole lifetime, or certainly my lifetime has been a collector and a dealer, okay, I know of about 7 or 8. I don't know about you. Obviously, Vectis have had a few come through.
We've had a few.
We're not talking about the lunchtime special, which is another thing.
No.
But original ones, how many would you say you've had over the years?
Whoa. I mean, I've been interested and involved in toys professionally since 84, 85. I'll have been lucky to have seen a dozen.
Right, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's very few out there.
Yeah.
Very
in
few
all,
out
in
there.
all that time.
Yeah.
And some of those have been played with to death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, the condition.
Absolutely.
To
Absolutely.
get one in that condition, absolutely authentic. You know, from the guy from Chrysler.
I know. It
We
doesn't get better
No,
than that.
we also have a letter,
We do.
okay, accompanying that. So whoever buys this in May, because this one will be in May,
will be,
this
yeah.
will be 26th of May, you get all that. Okay? Again, this is something that the bodgers and fakers try to reproduce. Okay, we've hit on that earlier. But when you get provenance from Vectis, from myself, with that, you've got the real deal.
That's cast iron provenance.
Absolutely cast iron provenance.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. And that's the key.
Yeah.
That is the key.
Yeah. So that would be the one I would save, and that's collector and financial, because that's the most expensive model. Or sorry, that's the most money I've ever spent on a Matchbox toy.
Right,
Ever.
okay. Blimey, there we go. But we've concentrated really on all your 1 to 75 series, whether they're regular wheels or superfast. But that's only part of the collection, Graham.
Is it worth a quick pan just through?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've got a lot more things to look at. A lot of these will be appearing in our sale in part 2, of course.
Yes.
So we've got all these superfast and regular wheels.
Yeah.
Now, in the first 2 days sale from the 26th and 27th of May, we're going to run, I think, to model number 50.
Yes.
So you're going to have number 1 to number 50.
Yes, on the 1 to 75.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then following on from that, in September, I think it is, Graham, is that right?
End of September, yeah.
End of September, we're going to, just saying goodbye to my colleague David Bowers there. He's going to go back, going to go all the way to Blackburn. Yeah, safe journey back, Dave.
Cheers, Dave. Take care, mate.
Yeah, we're going to offer models number 51, funnily enough. Comes straight after number 50.
I'm just stepping back because
socially distancing,
Julian. So
we're going to offer model numbers 51 through to 75, but we're also going to offer some of the stuff which I think is spectacular, Graham.
Thank you.
And I do, and it's down to condition.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got gift sets. Some of these gift sets are still factory shrink wrapped, in just absolutely pristine condition. And you've got to remember as well, it's not just this fabulous artwork on the... I mean, I know you know this, Graham, but it's not just the fabulous artwork that's on the front done by Ron Jobson.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also the fabulous artwork on the back as well that nearly everybody forgets about.
This is it, and we can replicate that when we span round to some of the king size and super kings, where they just look at the front cover, and they ignore the back cover. But yeah, if the camera can get some of these, the quality, but and the artwork. Yeah. For me, the picture box collection, when you see something as retro as that, this is from 1964-65.
Yeah, and look at the condition.
Somebody has hand drawn that. The likes of a Ron Jobson has drawn that painstakingly on a drawing board, either freelance at home or in the factory artwork department. That for me is stunning. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. Now, as a childhood collector, that's before my time. This echoes why I went back in time and discovered this fantastic, beautiful, crafted, toy. We won't open it up, okay?
Yeah,
but
and they're just toys.
They're just toys, but and
the amount of work, care that went in, the amount of thought into creating a quality product.
A lot of these gift sets, Vectis myself, we're not going to consider to be rare pieces, but with the quality, the condition, then becomes a very, very rare
G3,
item.
That is phenomenal.
Yes, it is crisp.
Condition.
It is.
You will never ever get a better one than
that's 60 years old.
Yeah,
that is 1961. 60 years old, and it survived.
You just cannot buy them.
No.
You cannot buy them.
And when you get into the later ones, as you've pointed out,
we've got
shrink-wrapped gift sets. Yep. Okay, you don't find them like that. Yes, of course, guys. Look, there's collectors at home. You don't just shout at us and go, "Yeah, I've got this, I've got that." We know you have.
Yeah.
But now they've all been squirreled away in your collections. They're not coming to market.
No.
That's
very rarely in that condition.
Very, very rarely. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, we have some of the presentation sets.
Yeah, the P1s.
Yeah, P1, P2, P3.
And those are absolute, complete, untouched, complete inside.
Yeah. All three together.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'll move around this side and keep you there, Graham.
We need to go back up here.
Yeah.
These. We didn't go through.
Sorry.
Jordan needs to just again. So we've just gone through the gift sets there from the regular wheel going into the super fast sets. Okay. Then we get into what we call accessory packs. Okay. Fire stations, garages. Okay, again from early 1961. Again, progression of artwork. The 1 to 75s we talked about, E boxes, F boxes. It's the same on the same thing. D box design, E box design. Okay, we go into picture box accessory packs, picture box major packs. Only 10 major packs or 10 numbers of major packs. So there you go from number 1 through to number 10. Okay, and variations through to box designs. We'll just take that as an example. So early D box model with showing metal wheels, 1961 to 1963-64. We go to red plastic hubs, and again artwork shows that. And I've always tried to get the model that matches the artwork. Okay, so from major packs we then go to king size.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, like what we showed on the MG with the transitional, you can see early 1961 hovering tipper in D boxes, through to E boxes, through to F window boxes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, F box excavator, which then transitioned, and this is because of the Hot Wheel thing again.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only did they transition on 1 to 75s, they transitioned on the king size to the Super Kings.
Yeah.
You see there essentially the same model, but redesigned to incorporate speed wheels, which Matchbox
Super fast
called
wheels.
super
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Okay, and don't overlook what goes on the back there. That beautiful artwork, hand drawn 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Hopefully that captures what my collection is about.
It does, yeah.
It's that beautiful artwork. I've got a real appreciation for these guys that painstakingly drew. This was before computers, guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is all hand-done artwork.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go from, we've done 1 to 75s on the Superfast. King size, we go, just stops at 24.
Yes.
And then Super Kings kick in.
I was going to say, they don't stop there.
No.
Once they've decided that they're going to compete with Corgi toys, Metoy, and Dinky toys.
Yeah.
Dinky's in a declining market. They're struggling, been taken over by Airfix, in 1971. Metoy's sales are sliding as well. And Matchbox really decides to muscle in, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're going to expand their range.
They expand in the 70s
Aggressive.
exponentially.
Aggressive expansion.
Or toys, games, you name it.
Yeah.
Which we will see in a little while.
That's
as
right,
well.
yeah. But I feel that the Super Kings, Speed Kings, are very, very much ignored almost by collectors.
There is so many hopefully with Matchbox collectors that are perhaps a bit done with the 1 to 75s.
Oh, there's more. There's so much more.
If you are, as you can see, there is so much more to Matchbox than just those small models over than those benches. If you can sort of get out of your 1 to 75 bubble, do these.
And these, Graham, as we know, and hopefully you'll start to get to know it all, these are rich pickings for variations. And are generally more affordable than the 1 to 75s. Because nobody knows what they should be paying for them.
Exactly, because the market interest in the bigger stuff, because Matchbox were known for the small stuff.
That's right.
Because that was Dinky's market, it was Corgi's market, you had European markets, your Solidos and all that sort of thing, okay? So a lot of Italian stuff, okay? That it gets overlooked.
Doesn't it?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't. And listen, guys, look, we know there's collectors that have done what I've done, that do all this. But so many, and I'm talking, from a collector and a dealer here, that so many Matchbox collectors just stay with that. Now, this could be space constraint, obviously, because you start getting into this stuff and you need a lot more
room
display
as we
space.
found out.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just walk over here. Because again, we've got lots more Super Kings and Speed Kings. But we've still got another couple of ranges which I just want to talk about before we run out of time. Screaming Demons.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to put you in the frame, Graham, with
man.
the Screaming Demons, because I know these are one of your favourite favourite genres, if you like, of Matchbox. So
look, we said earlier, you know, for the people that know me, you know my musical taste, you know my background, you know what I'm into, okay? And for me, the 70s is fantastic. That early 70s period, where it's the music, the cars, the whole experience, to me, is the best period. It's a personal thing, of course. A lot of you guys, 70s, bleh, whatever, okay? It's my period. That was my time.
and these have it all going on, don't they? Eh?
Look at the camera, you got to get this.
You what?
I mean, look at that. This is 70s personified. The colours, the oranges, the purples, the custom choppers.
Yeah.
I had an Easy Rider picture, Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper, on my bedroom wall.
Did you?
Chopper bikes.
And you see all that counterculture
Yeah.
has been sucked in
Yeah.
and encapsulated in a range of
Yeah.
toys.
The way Hot
Very
Wheels,
clever Matchbox.
Hot Wheels, Red Lines, that come from the dragsters. You know, the chopper bike, the rally chopper bike, okay, again, 70s icon,
Yeah.
right, came from dragsters.
Yeah.
Okay, this came from the American chopper scene in the late 60s, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love a big, loud chopper bike, okay? That is fantastic.
And how long did it take? Because there's a full set here.
This is the full
This is
set.
everything they're producing.
This set here, you very, very rarely see that
I know.
set. I've never had one as a dealer. This is the only one I've ever owned.
I've never had one.
No,
of that
I'm not saying there's no more out there. I've not seen them.
No. But you've not only got the set, Graham, you've got full sets of 6 individual bikes.
They did a full set of 6, as you see there. Again, how 70s is that? Absolutely. These I'm going to regret. I really am. And if I'm allowed to, I'll see if I can try and bid on one and get it back. But
Buy 'em back.
Buy 'em back. Because, again, the condition, as you can see,
Spectacular.
is spectacular. It's all factory sealed. It's got the original acrylic. The instructions are still sealed there in the bottom. The box has never been opened. Because when these boxes, we know,
They
you
do
get
not
people,
withstand
they
any
do not
kind
withstand any handling.
No.
As soon as somebody gets their podgy finger in there,
Yeah.
it's game over. It rips. So again, you can see, and when you catalogue it, you'll be, you know, hopefully you'll say,
Yeah, factory
"Look,
fresh.
This is factory fresh."
There's a lot that's factory fresh in your
Now, it's a lot of people that they'll look at that and they go, "Oh, that's crude. It's horrible." But again, this is me. This is loud, brash.
It's of the period.
It's of the period.
Yeah.
70s chopper bikes.
Yeah.
You know,
So
who doesn't want to ride? Who doesn't want to ride a bike like that? You know, why do people want to do this on a sports bike? What is that about?
I don't know, Graham.
Guys, wake up, all you sports bike riders. Get yourself a 70s chopper bike
I know
and
which
have
is
some
better
fun.
for your back.
Well, yeah.
But we've not only got those because we will run out of time if we're not careful.
Yeah.
I just wanted to touch on, if I could, quite an oddity. This thing, Graham.
Yeah.
This thing,
Yeah.
which initially looks like it isn't a Matchbox product, very, very tiny. Includes 4 mini Matchbox racing cars.
Yeah, because it's a Viewmaster set.
Viewmaster.
Yeah. And again, 70s people, you must remember a Viewmaster, the 3D little, wonderful little view set, okay, with the discs inside, and you placed it in there, and you press the button, and you get this 3D effect.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a bit like, was it the Spiroscope thing?
Yeah, Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. All that lovely 70s stuff.
But of course, the 4 mini racing cars, we just happen to have. Just happen to have, obviously, the standard production version in red.
Yeah.
We have the rare yellow one. Scarce, we'll say scarce, metallic green one.
Yeah.
And you can see that the racing numbers are different as well on each individual car. And we've got the rare metallic blue one as well.
While you've got that box open,
Yep.
you can keep talking.
Yep, so all these individual models were put into this set. The yellow one is the very early production issue, marries up with the box artwork, which I believe is what Graham's gone rushing off to find. The standard production issue is metallic red. Again, this is a standard issue, but is much harder to find than the metallic red. Metallic blue is difficult to find. These two colours were put into gift sets as well.
There's the standard box that the model would come with, okay? And while I was over there, I thought we have to add in
pre-pro.
a pre-production model.
Well, there we go. Just to upset everybody at home.
Yes.
Just when they thought they had everything.
Yes.
They haven't.
No.
No.
No. Now, again, this we won't give you the whole background of that. We have provenance to that model. Sorry, Vectis now have the provenance to that model, okay? That is the only one that exists.
And
this is being faked and copied.
Really?
Yes, it is.
And this is dramatically different.
It is, but it is being faked.
Wow.
That is the only real one that is known about, guys.
Right.
So again, be very, very careful where you buy this sort of model. Pre-production models, be very, very careful. You have to buy from established auction houses and professional dealers. Do not buy this sort of thing, okay, from the likes of certain internet auctions or whatever. It has to come from a proper source.
Right, because this model has a lot of casting differences.
It does. It does.
It's got no fuel filler flaps on the two air boxes on the side, which Matchbox have made into fuel tanks as well. We've also got a very large cutout slot at the front here.
Yeah.
On the nose.
Yeah.
And we've got none of these strakes, if you want to call that, on the rear wing. The rear wing is absolutely smooth.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So a lot of differences on this particular one, and this is being faked already.
Already. Yeah.
Wow.
So be very, very careful out there.
Yeah.
Do your background. Don't just buy it. Ask the questions.
Yeah.
Paramount. Ask the questions. Get provenance. Any rare model, get provenance. Paramount.
So we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up. Having said a lot about.
Yeah, there's a few game type things. This is just basically just to quickly, Matchbox weren't just 1 to 75s. We've got toys. We've got game. We've got their version of Scalextrics here,
haven't we?
Yeah. They did everything.
Speed sets.
Yeah, they did
track sets.
Yeah. Carry cases. Shop displays.
Have a look at this. Have a look at these shop displays.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
These are great.
Yeah.
This is what you would have seen in the shops in period.
So when you're a kid in the 70s and you go down to your local toy shop, you either would have a revolving display in the 70s.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But this particular one, so the shopkeeper would have all the models, and you'd say, "Oh, Mr. Shopkeeper, can I have number 4?" And then in the back, you've got the storage space.
That's right, yeah.
For all the models.
But these would have only been in quite large retail outlets, wouldn't they, Graham?
Yeah, not in your
not in a newsagent.
not in a little village shop. No, it would have been a more established a chain of toy shops.
And these show cards.
Yes, again for retailers to put on the counter. Mm-hmm. Okay, these basically just slip off the back there. Okay.
And these were to promote and advertise
absolutely
new models in the range.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's just a small selection of the show cards as well.
And we've also got an absolutely phenomenal piece, one of your highlights without a shadow of a doubt.
The 1 to 75 counter display.
Precisely.
Yeah. The counter display, okay, would be full of 1 to 75 models. When I bought this 15 years ago, okay, I bought this completely full of models, okay. It's impractical as a collector to keep the models in there. They are standard models. So what I've done, I've kept the box, okay, and had a piece of artwork made to represent those models, okay.
But the main thing,
is this header card. These are known about, okay, but to get it with the header card that just slips in the top there, okay, is exceptionally rare.
I'll tell you how rare. I'd never seen one. Until this is the first one I've ever seen with this header card, Graham. I did not know that existed at all.
And again, if you look at that early 70s artwork,
oh, phenomenal,
fantastic. Yeah. Okay, and just probably lastly, if you could get that in, because that was on my office wall for 20 years. Again, my period, the 70s dragsters, big engine, muscle car, in your face, screaming out at you. I'm gonna miss her.
Well, that's only fair.
I'm gonna miss her
because I'm pretty sure that belonged to me, and I've missed it for a long time.
You could buy it back.
Well, if I buy it back, you won't be getting it back off me again. That's for sure. I know you said we'll finish on that. Oh, but I would love to finish on this.
Yes.
What can you tell everybody about this?
Right, okay, well Matchbox...
This is enormous.
Yes, that was a garage forecourt sign.
Yeah. Excuse my footwear, ladies and gentlemen.
In the very early 70s, Wins Oils, I think American company, they did a promotion with the petrol stations. And basically when you've bought a can of Wins oil, or maybe a certain amount of fuel from the applicable garages, you would get a voucher, okay? And once you got 8 vouchers, a bit like you still see it today, or cornflake packets or whatever, collect 8 vouchers, you get a free whatever. And there you see there, 1 for 8 vouchers. So collect 8 vouchers, you get a free Matchbox toy. Wins were associated with Matchbox, and you'll see in the sale, not just now, but there are models with the Wins.
That's right.
Promotional
19 road dragster.
And the race and the racing car, which is why the racing car is heavily featured in the artwork. There is because the road dragster is not as common as the racing car, I would say.
No, that's right. This seems to be the most prolific one that you come across. But I mean, this is in fabulous condition. I mean, these would have been on the outside walls of service stations.
That's it.
This one must have been inside. Maybe it had a little servicing bay or something like that, because I've only ever had one of these before, Graham, and it was all quite rusted out. Yeah, that's right. You know, corroded. Whereas this one is absolutely fantastic. I mean, come on. How would you not love that on your wall?
Beautiful. Eh? Absolutely. Again, I'm going to miss that. Because, again, the 70s person in me, there it is. That, again, 70s personified. Beautiful.
And I can assure you, the wife is going to love it when you put this. Install it above the fireplace. Absolutely perfect.
I think it would sit well as a little mat above the mantelpiece, wouldn't it, Julian?
Oh, it'd look fantastic. Would radiate.
So I think on that note, I think we're about done. So thanks for your time. You know, as I say, the sale starts through Vectis 26th, 27th of May. 3rd and 4th parts end of September.
That's right.
Last week of September, 2 days there, 4 days in total. You're going to need to obviously register.
You'll need to register bid. That's quite straightforward through our website. The catalogues are uploaded, generally speaking, about 3 to 4 weeks prior to the sale. If you have any queries on any of the individual lots, unfortunately Graham won't be around to answer them, but I certainly will be. So please feel free to either give us a ring or contact us by email. That would be great. If you're looking to place any of your collections into auction, it doesn't have to be Matchbox toys at all. We sell the entire range of toys. Please do let us know through our admin team, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Check out our other social media channels again, and we hope to see you in another video very soon. Thank you.
Oh, Julian, we forgot to mention collector's edition catalogue.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Now, we don't normally produce catalogues at all, but we are on this occasion because this really is a reference collection. We are doing a collector's catalogue edition. Is that going to be hardback, Graham, or softback? We haven't decided at the moment.
Undecided, but it is obviously available through Vectis.
Yeah, it's going to be a very limited run. We don't expect that to be very many, over 100 copies. We expect demand to be very high for that. Again, that will be available a little bit before the sale. So please please do get those orders in as soon as you possibly can. Please register an interest if you wanted one of the collector's catalogues. As I said, strictly limited edition, and I believe they will be signed by the...
Are they? You've just put that one on me.
Well, come on, we've got all the boxes signed by Ron Jobson. It would be a shame. It would be an absolute crime if they weren't signed by the man himself.
Okay, if anybody wants one signed, it's not an issue. I'll be at the sale on the day.
Cool.
This is Vectis's baby. Okay, I'm just there again as a collector to meet all you guys. I know there's a lot of people that are coming anyway that I'll see on the day. There's obviously collectors that I've only spoken to on the phone that I've never met. So again, I'd like to meet you all on the day. And say that'll be the end.
We'll
of
have a full house, Graham, after that.
Yeah.
After that announcement.
Yeah, but yeah, the collector's catalogue. Please get your order in because it will be a limited run, and once they're gone, they're gone.
So I hope you've had a little bit of fun with us today, both myself and Graham. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Check us out on social media as well. We look forward to seeing you in a future video very soon. Thanks very much indeed.